G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the south side of the map, in the colour yellow, playing as the English, we've got Lucifron. Look at that DC, look at it. Look how wide that boy is. Ladies and gentlemen, in the north of the map, in the colour blue, playing as the French, we've got 3D Cat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marshland. One of the brand new maps coming out for Season 5. And I'll be honest, I don't mind this map. It's a little bit crazy, and we do see players now look to move towards the middle of the map. Look at this is actually pretty big brain stuff coming out. Lucifron moves to the middle, takes all of his villagers up here and says, you know what, we're just starting some fish. Meanwhile, Cat also looks to begin hunting over towards his top side. We could have ourselves a little bit of a feudal age, or I guess you could even call it a dark age showdown. That is exciting. Now, before we go any further, if you'd like to see more Age of Empires 4 content, I encourage you, leave a like on the video if you're enjoying it, because there's going to be plenty more coming your way. Hopefully after I get over this little bit of sickness. I don't know if you can hear the bit of rusk in my voice. Rusk, I don't know if that's the right word, but once we've gotten over it, content will be resuming on the channel. We'll be going from the daily uploads, we'll be going back up to the bi-daily. See, I never know, is bi-daily twice a day or once every 2 days? You never know. I guess you could say every other day if it was once every 2 days, whereas this is twice a day. So that'll be coming back, fortunately. So I'm looking forward to getting on creating more content. Now that I got this new PC, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but check this bad boy out right here. 144 hertz, 144 FPS. We're just sitting solid right now at 144 hertz, and it feels so good to be able to do this because obviously I talked about this a little bit in the last video that I did on the channel. The fact that I was kind of forced to play in 60 FPS just because of the way that my PCs were set up, but I don't have to do that anymore. So it's a small thing, right? But it does really make a difference, and I'm already noticing a huge difference between the frame rates, 60 FPS versus 144 FPS, and obviously you guys won't really see much of a difference. It'll be pretty much identical for you guys, but for me, as a player, as a caster, I will get to see the difference, and that's pretty important, at least for me. That's pretty important. But let's talk a little bit about this opening, exactly how it's gone down so far. Take a look at this. We've got ourselves a survival techniques coming through on the one side, a wheelbarrow coming through on the other for Lucifron. So we've got ourselves a lot of early Dark Age eco upgrades, and I think what's quite interesting is that the villages are so close to each other, and if Lucifron wanted, he could 100% take these out, and I'm curious why he hasn't gone to do that. Now though, we do see the School of Cavalry coming through for Cat. Now, for anybody who doesn't know about these players, Lucifron, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can watch him live. Cat, I'm not sure if he is streaming or not. I might do a quick Google search. If I can find him, I'll put something in for him because he's obviously teammates. Cat is teammates with B. So I guess they just name themselves after animals. So 3D B, 3D Cat, 3D Printer, 3D Dot. Wait, I don't think that. Yeah, that's probably not an animal. But look, if there's going to be an up-and-coming guy... Actually, though, there is Dark on their team. Dark is neither an animal nor a printer. 3D Dark. It doesn't really work, does it? It doesn't really work. Look, anyway, to give you guys the update, though, with regard to Dad, obviously you guys would have... I saw a lot of comments saying, we want Drongo's dad on here permanently. You know, we want him to be a fixture. He should be doing the introductions now, all that good stuff. Dad's gone home. Dad's left. Dad's driven off in the car today, unfortunately, and heads back to our hometown. But look, I'll keep you company for this Age of Empires 4 content. And take a look at this. We've now got Wheelbarrow coming in. Finally, these villagers move forward. I can't help but feel like this was way too late on these villagers getting pulled. And he does pull 6 villagers instead of pulling the 5. Look at it try and come through. He's blocking with the scout, I feel. And he almost manages to pick off that second villager. Not going to be able to find it, though. And now it comes back towards the town center. So I feel like this was really slow. I probably didn't pay enough attention in the early game to this position, but Lucifron definitely could have denied this. Like he saw the deer right here on the minimap. Well, not on the minimap, but in his map. And now we've immediately got what appears to be a classic English opening here. Going up against a classic French opening. Now, keep in mind, with the new PC, not everything is running perfectly just yet. So AoE 4 seems to be pretty good, but beyond all reason, I tell you what, I've had beyond all trouble with that game. It has just been terrible trying to work that game in. On my last PC, it went absolutely fine. Not a single issue. But this PC, I tell you what, man, it's been really tough trying to get everything up and running. So That's been a struggle for me, but we've got the age up now coming through. Lucifron immediately queues up the longbow, queues up the spearman, and it's going to be that standard opening for the English. On the other side of the map, though, we do see the first knight coming out for Cat. Does he look to go for any kind of second town center? It doesn't look like it, which is interesting because, oh, that is an interesting... Yeah, I was going to say, this right here, this is not typically what you want to be doing here with your starting Royal Knight. He will be coming down here towards the enemy base, and we can see he spots out. He's looking towards that gold. Lucifron not on gold at all. And normally this is a good indicator of Lucifron's intention. If you see that your enemy's not on gold, normally that means it's going to be a second town center. Because if they want to play Feudal Age, there's going to be 2 vills on gold. If they want to go for a fast castle, there's going to be 5 vills on gold. There's almost always vills on gold, and you can see that he is stacking up that wood. So definitely the intent at the moment is to be going for that castle, or rather for that second town center, I would suspect. But we do now start to see a second round of units coming out. He's already got the double down here, and now up towards that north side. We're right on board with Cat and see exactly how he goes about playing out this game as the second knight now makes its way out onto the field. Now expect to see that tree man make an appearance this game as well. We're at the 6-minute mark here, so he should be showing up any minute now. Now, I'm going to have a bet on where he spawns, because I don't know exactly what the rhyme or rhythm it is when it comes to the tree man, but I'm going to go with, I reckon, over here. I'm going to say right here. He seems to be in Stealth Forest. Maybe it's just me. That's where I'm going. I'm putting my money on it. Ping it for me. That's where it's going right there. That's... All right, let's see. 6 minutes 30. That's when we've called it. But now, for the most part, Lucifron just continuing to hold on. We can see those unit numbers starting to stack up here. And this is such an interesting matchup. You know, I often talk about this matchup being such a dynamic matchup because it takes me all the way back to the Donati days of when Donati was just pushing up the ladder, just playing feudal English, and really upsetting a lot of French players because French players had no clue how to deal with it. Naturally, you think, okay, well, the English start with a council hall. That's 2 archery ranges. And the French start with a school of cavalry. Well, that's cavalry. So they counter the English in that regard. And sure, you could think about it like that. But what really makes the difference is that normal civilizations don't get an extra 1 point of damage on their archers, where the English do. And that makes them very potent. Oh. Ah, damn it, man. Where is he? Where is he? Give it to me. I know he's out here somewhere. Where are you, wild man? Is that what he's called, wild man? They're looking for him right now. Does it ping you or something in game? Does it notify you? Like, hey, look, village is moving. There he is. Oh, we were close. Hey, we were close. We were within 1 screen's distance. But it looks like Cat is going to come out here and utilize the bonus wild man. Come on, give it to me, baby. Oh, no. Wild man gone wrong. Oh, no. Do you get extra damage points as well? All right, so he's got the buff. He almost lost the villager to the wolves, though. So you got to be careful there, Cat. He's picked up that buff. And remember, we're playing a ranked game, and you just get this random 300% bonus coming through. So that villager's going to head back to safety. And I still don't know. I'm still undecided about what the best bonus, or what the best thing to do with this villager is. I think it might be fishing, though. I think if you've got access to any kind of pond like this, just throw him out on fish. That's probably the best bet. Because otherwise, he's going to be, like, working away at the wood. And look how fast he gathers up wood. Like, that's ridiculous. And now, as soon as he's walking, he's not technically gathering. So you want to minimize that walking time. English, longbow, speak off the... what appears to be a knight at the back. A sheep carcass. Takes out the sheep carcass. Never mind me. I thought it was a knight. But, you know, sometimes the difference between a sheep and a knight is, well, let's just say it's a little bit difficult to discern. Still no indication of that town center coming down yet, and really just looking to play a heavy unit style. Take a look at this. 27 military so far from Lucifron versus the 9 from Cat. Almost keeping his cards very close to his chest here. But Cat got a lot of... Cat's got a lot of knights out. Longbows looking to try and take out a couple of these royal knights. Not going to be able to find too much luck here. Look at the armor that he's already got on them. So he's going to try and do a little bit of a loop around, heading back towards the base. And now we hear that town center firing off towards that south side. More walls looking to come up here. Villagers could be in trouble. Oh, this could be really bad for Lucifron. If Cat spots this out, and you can see right now he does spot it out. Knights come in from the top side. He manages to get the wall up. If he gets the wall up, he can throw down a gate and come in on the other side. You can see Cat is looking to try and guard that. Spears do come through. He's taken out 5 workers already. Not going to be able to pick up any more than that. So very nice opening there from Cat, managing to take out all of those workers. And that really gives him an advantage. 37 up against 29 early on in this game. Back towards the base of... Excuse me, Cat? Literally just playing only knights. No possible way this is going to work. All Lucifron needs to do right now is add in a second barracks and just keep making spears. But remember, we have got Omnivision. We see everything. We see absolutely everything. So Lucifron doesn't know that. So Lucifron's just still, you know, I make the longbow, I make the spears. I make the longbows, I make the spears. Oh, he spots the villager. He sees the villager and he wants it. Look, you can see he's done a little bit of damage to it there. So it's going to be slowly but and actually, now that I think about it, that extra little bit of health, a little bit of increased gathering is like an extra 3 villagers, right? When you think about it, is it 300% extra 100% 1 villager, 200% 2 villagers, 300% would be 3 villagers. So it's an extra 3 villagers right there, which is massive. But look at Cat now going up to just Royal Knight upon Royal Knight upon Royal. Another stable? Cat, excuse me. No, you cannot play this style against one of the best players in the world. He is going to show you exactly how it's done. You know, often we talk about overpowered units. The Zhukunu comes to mind. A really strong unit throughout the game. Once you mass it up, it gets incredibly strong. But there's one unit that we often don't talk about as much anymore, and that's the Royal Knight. Do we see the return of the Royal Knight spam strategy? Now the Knights diving underneath the town center. Lucifron going to be losing out a huge amount of villagers, not even paying attention right now. Doesn't even have space in the TC if he wanted to do it. Meanwhile, towards the front side, more units going to be running in underneath the town center, and archery range finally comes down. He goes for a double on the backside here. Realizes he's going to need some sort of archers. Manages to take out 16 workers, and now continues to come around to the backside. There's a couple villagers that are locked in over on that west side, and now Lucifron looks to push in, diving underneath the town center. He's going to try and even this one out. Villager kills going down everywhere right now. Lucifron maintaining a decent lead on his opponent here. Spots out more villagers towards that top side. I don't know whether that villager that had that extra little bonus has managed to stay alive throughout this, but we'll check in with them shortly. More knights though coming out here, and you can see Cat finally adding in those archers. He really wanted to play knights only. He was looking like he was going to do it. Now we start to see those units rotating from the top side. Units, spears together with the longbows, looking to connect up towards that gold mine. At the same time, towards the middle, the spears gonna fall back against the knights. And now he just heads back towards that base, and look at this, 17 worker kills. But Lucifron's done a good job in getting back into the game. 12 worker kills for him. So they're basically even to where they used to be. The one difference that you've got here is that Cat's playing the French, which means his villagers train faster. And now we've got a big problem because Cat doesn't quite outnumber his enemy, but he's got more than enough knights to get in behind there. Still no upgrades coming through from Lucifron at this point. Excuse me, Lucifron, you're one of the best players in the world. You can't be not upgrading your units at 12 minutes, 13 minutes into the game. And we can see just how much these knights are able to overwhelm all of the longbows. He's going to lose everything on this top side. Now we see a huge reversal in these positions. And we've got ourselves a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. 10 villager advantage at this point, which is huge. Lucifron, not on gold at all, not on stone. Win condition at the moment. What is his win condition? Because right now, all he has to do is, the only thing he can do is make spears. That's all he can do. He needs to just keep making spears. And the problem is, that gives the enemy so much time. He can go castle, he can go second TC, he can go trade, he can go to Mars, he can do whatever he likes. And he will be in a great spot. Whereas you need to defend against these knights. You can't go for a second TC. You can't go castle. You can't stop for some eco upgrades, because if you do, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. The French player is going to push. The French player is going to kill. Kill. That is what he's going to do. And that is it's so, for me, it's like this is not the time for a second TC. This is the time where I feel like maybe, see, but even if you go into a second racks here and start pumping out more spears, sure, you don't die to the knights, but you're still going to die to the French player, right? Like I feel like you're just at such a disadvantage. What's the destroyed value? Oh yeah, look at that. So 800 difference between these two. What does it work out to be? Around 20%, something around that. About 20% difference between them. So Cat having a huge amount more destroyed, and that just comes down to that really good positioning up towards that north side. So Lucifron for the moment yet to add in any kind of farms. So I'm not seeing a win condition. I'm honestly not seeing it. Cat's got quite a few outs that he can point to, but Lucifron, I mean, if he holds on with the second TC, maybe. Like, if he walls his backside, and TC on the gold, but then he's going to die to a ram push, right? Like that. I don't... How does he possibly do this? The TC comes up. He keeps the longbows in underneath it, nested, but he doesn't have blacksmith upgrade, so they're just going to die anyway. I don't see an out for him. This is so difficult. Let's check in with Cat, though, and see how Cat's doing back towards that north side. Still so much production. 6 production facilities here. Back up on that 10 villager lead for the moment. Still plenty of units back here as well. Now going to come around the wood line. Manages to find plenty of villagers back here, and it's going to be an absolute massacre. He tries to make a run towards that gate. Manages to get through. Spearman going to be here to collect. Not a whole lot of infantry. And Cat now underneath the town center of Lucifron. There is big trouble in Little Town right now. And those knights managed to get out. It feels like he needs to wall in the back, though. He's been attacked a couple of times, and there's the second town center coming down. Where does he look to put this? I mean, realistically, he kind of covers the boar. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, Drongo. He does not cover the boar at all. There's a couple of wolves out here. He's got wolves. He hits the shoreline fish. Okay, that's decent, right? He's got 3 shoreline fish there, but knights are coming back around. And you're producing spears at the moment. That's decent. But still, we don't have the numbers. We just need to try and keep ourselves alive and for longer. That's basically it. We need to try and catch up on the villager count. Let's check in with the north, though. See how Cat's doing. A lot of villagers on gold here. 10 vills on gold. There's 2 ways he could be playing it. He could be going number 1, Castle Age. Number 2, make more knights. And I just don't know what way. He's got 19 knights. I feel like he's just going to keep making knights. Yeah, he's just going to keep on making knights. Villagers now, they've chopped through the gate or the wall over on that east side. This is going to be... You just died right here. There's no coming back from this. Where are the units? The units are up on the top side. He's going to look to try and find it. He just surrenders. He throws out the tower. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. A little bit of an upset for you today. We've got Cat taking out Lucifron, one of the best players in the world. Make sure you go check out Lucifron. If I do find Cat, I will leave a link in the description as well as some cat food. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.